I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Back to throw here.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 33.
And the Bears are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, it's Fields.
Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Fields.
That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll get this one down near the 20. Just shy of the 20.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Chicago.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On first down, Fields.
And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And it's a terrific return here, as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Bears 10, Rams nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
29 is Mike. Mike,
He'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
let's go, defense.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields.
That's complete to Mooney.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
This is caught by Evans. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields
steps away to his left. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there Could come back to haunt them later on.
Now a dump off here complete, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up second down.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll look to throw again.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Ain't doing nothing.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
29 is the mic. Yellow, go. Blue is striking. For the offense, let's go. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
Looking to throw. Evans has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Go, go, go. 29 is the mic.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's Evans again, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Check back.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, and this one slides to the right on Gay. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Third quarter starts with a run by Chris Evans. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35.
Back nothing less, baby.
Touchdown,
back nothing less.
Chicago. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Mike 29. I'm not ready. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hit. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 29 is the Mike. Mike.
Red, yellow.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
2nd and 5. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, we're pretty close.
Play action. It's Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. One play action. Fields. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Let's put that team on the bus. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. I got you.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. And how would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Justin Fields
now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that's thrown to Perriman out wide. And he'll be out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield. So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Back to throw, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Escaping the pressure right.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the option, here's Akers. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Now he'll try to run with this. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Off the option, here's Akers. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 31, 36, 36.
Now Evans on the toss left side.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question. And
it got his man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A big offensive explosion.